All right, everybody, welcome to this Q&A overtime stream. D-backs are playing in about 3 hours, so figured don't have time to do a game stream, so just going to take all your requests and do a Q&A OT stream. We'll get a Leagues Cup doubleheader tomorrow with some soccer action there. Let's get to everything in the chat before we take the requests, get an order on that one. First off, the CBS announcing crews have been announced. Ross Tucker moving up to the 2. Not too surprised by that. I thought it'd be Green, but I guess I don't want to break up the Harlan Green pairing. Tucker was in a weird spot. He was on like a 3-man booth last year, so I figured just makes the most sense. Don't break up all the chemistry. So I completely get that. Tucker's going to be good. I think Tucker and Eagle are going to have very good chemistry. I like the two of them together. I think they're going to mesh very well. How's it going? Stephen, Michael, Nick, Golden Steel, Sertan, Nick, Rob. How's it going, everyone? See what else. I've not seen the Titans-Niners fights. I've not seen that. I have not seen that. I'll have to check that out. I actually have not seen that yet. Yeah, the Christmas games announced. The NBA at least did the right thing, not putting markets at the same time as NFL. At the very least, they didn't do anything stupid like putting the Broncos and the Nuggets on at the exact same time, or the Rams and Lakers on at the same time. So that's good. At least the Red Sox, they've lost 3 straight, right? They've lost 3 straight games. And Darby's not getting bought up at the start. There you go. Catalan Ryan, I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. They mesh very well together. I like the Catalan Ryan pairing a lot. I think Logan Ryan's very good. I think Catalan's very good. They were very good together, so I don't have a problem with that. 4 fights in the first 10 minutes of joint practice. Jeez. That is brutal. That should not be allowed. So, you want to fight? I think fights should be regulated by the NFL. Now, if you fight your own team, that's one thing. That is one thing. If you fight your own team, that is one thing. Like, that should not be regulated. But joint practices fights should be regulated and be able to be punished by the NFL. Because that's a safety issue at that point. Let's see what else we got here. How's it going, Vito? Appreciate you being here, man. And then Michael with the 2, I'll get you on the call for that. Yeah, McCarthy, I mean, I'm not surprised that Kyler won the starting job, and no real shock there. It's not it for McCarthy, obviously. Again, it's he won the job for now, but who's to say things can't change? But obviously, McCarthy's not having a great camp, so can't say I'm too surprised. Right, Romo was uninvited to the company event too. So yeah, Romo at this point, I think they're going to try to get rid of Romo's contract. Again, $72 million, and CBS is trying to cut costs. I'm not even remotely surprised. You can say well on that one, Summer. Yep. Saw it on Twitter. Steelers next game. Rudolph will start, get 1 series. Allen for the rest of the half. Howard the entire second half. Yeah, they're not going to play Rodgers. I'd be very surprised if they play Rodgers early on the preseason. Jags are not playing their starters with the joint practices. Yeah, at least I will say I will give Kevin O'Connell a lot of credit for just ripping the Band-Aid off now. I mean, like, okay, Kyler's our guy. Let's move on. I do like that. I do like that. Before the first game, he announces it. They rip the Band-Aid off, move on, and now everyone can be unified over one thing. It could have been out 4 to 6 months. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, the Adam Silver, that schedule is brutal. I don't know what that is. Adam Silver's a moron. Adam Silver's an absolute moron. Oh, absolutely would have done the Will Venable dumb decision. Oh yeah, easily with the mound visit. Yeah, you just can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, they're starting the season at 3:00 Eastern time on a Tuesday to appeal to Europe, even though that's during the same time as the Champions League. So the rating is going to be 0 for that. Yeah, just brutal. Just dumb. The defending champs are starting the season off because you got to have the Celtics and the Pistons play at 3:00 on a Tuesday during the workday, because an American-based league has to appeal to Europe, even though Europe could not care less because the Champions League is taking place at the same time. You know, Silver sucks. Yeah, headless chicken. Yeah, pretty much. Tucker with Eagle, I like that pairing a lot. I mean, Tucker's a consummate professional. I think he's going to mesh very well with him. Yeah, ballhead fraud. Yeah. Yeah, and I saw the Arkansas player. How do you not recognize you have a snake in your helmet? How do you not recognize? Like, you would think you would feel the snake in your helmet. Well, at least MLB wildcard nonsense, scheduling nonsense. To be fair with that, number one, baseball plays in the afternoon all the time, just out of necessity. Number two, at least with the wildcard scheduling, you don't want to play all the games at the same time, so it makes sense. For college basketball, yeah, that's for some. I will say college basketball, the 12 a.m. with High Point Liberty. I mean, that's to get publicity. They're going to get a lot of publicity with that one. Right now, they don't have a European start. That's something to Sertan. Yeah, at least NHL waits to do until after the Champions League. At least that. He's one giant brain fart. Do you think we make the playoffs now? No, Padres are right on Ontario. I think the Padres make it. I think Padres are going to make it. Right, MLB World Series Game 7 will be Halloween. It makes you excited for the preseason? Yeah, now that you know. Yeah, now that just the Band-Aid's off. No stress. Do you think we'll see him here week 1? Spiro Adam? I mean, Jags-Browns is a pretty unattractive game. I think we're going to be either the 5 or the 6 game. So probably, yeah, I would say so. I think Spiro Adam for Jaguars, Browns. You better go all night. Yeah. We're not going all night. Unfortunately, it's Sunday going into Monday. So unfortunately, who would have said there was a player on Arkansas High School who would have taken their helmet. Yeah, the High Point game? Yeah, it's going to be weird, the High Point game, because obviously it's right for Sunday Night Football, so I got to figure something out there. I got to figure something out with that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, because you can watch it on YouTube for free. The other thing is it's right after Sunday Night Football. Well, I mean, 24-hour college basketball, I like it. It gives attention to some programs. It takes me back to when I was growing up with the marathon. I love that. Yeah, the Browns start once week 1. We better win that game. We better win. Yes, I've seen the doc. It's crazy, Kendall. It's crazy. He should be locked up. Gideon should be locked up as well for enticing a minor. Yeah, we could get him. Well, McCarthy wouldn't be week 1. McCarthy wouldn't do NFL games during baseball season. He's still with the Phillies. Well, JJ, if it's today, RLS. But the script is done. It's coming out tomorrow. Yeah, RLS. We go without OT for a night since he'll do Monday anyways. That is true, but it's more about, like, if there's so many dumb decisions, I gotta, like, edit the vids, like, right then and there. So we'll see. We'll see on that. You call her for the first time, McCarthy rest of the half, then Wentz, then Burrows. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Oh, I didn't see that, Steven. I did not see that. I didn't realize he passed away. Man. How's it going, Jenna? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, Jenna. For this one, then we're going to start the thing in just a little bit. Let me just figure out what's happening in the chat. I was listening to a sports show. They talk about school. They hinted about collusion. I mean, he made his interest known. He wanted to go with the Tigers. Or, I mean, the Dodgers. So, I mean, it's not like collusion. He made it very known he wanted to go with the Tigers. Or he wanted to go to the Dodgers. Yeah, I don't like Scooball. I don't like Scooball at all. Rain only misses 1 week during the last week MLB season. Yeah. Now back in semi-conscious Red Sox mode. Yep. Yeah, they're starting to fall a little bit, but they're still in a good spot. Yeah, pretty much, Nick. Colors being sued by another team owner. Jeez. That is brutal. Right before the season starts, too. Right before it starts. Sean McDonough, better announcer for college football? Oh, yeah. No, NFL is a bit too stiff. The chemistry wasn't there with him. The chemistry was not there. Maybe Friday for Week 18? All good. Wait. You know, Wentz at least will get time in the preseason. Hyper should probably ended it, but they were going to kick it off. Yeah. I mean, well, that's the marquee game. That's probably the marquee game. The docuseries, I've not seen that one, Jenna. I've not seen that one. Oh, that's good, Summer. That's good. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Pirates in that one, unfortunately. Yeah, with Tulsa, oh my god, using special needs to try and circumvent everything, it's a joke. That is a mess. Youth sports, we've lost the plot. That is insane. That's one of the worst eligibility things I've ever heard in my life. That is brutal. Like, just circumventing it with loopholes with special needs, like, just, man. That's not what Little League's about. Well, Fowler is fine for NFL. It's just, Fowler's fine for NFL. Tessitore was not good for NFL. He got excited over everything. But non-league watching tonight, nice. Yeah, got all the good non-league football. Special needs. Yeah, long story short, the Tulsa players, there was something where the parents of the players claimed special needs, so they would be allowed to be eligible in their age group, and they just made it up. It's like a skit out of South Park. It's like, you remember that episode of South Park where Cartman pretends he's mentally disabled so he can be in the Special Olympics? Sort of like that. Oh yeah, the Jags-Giants game. Oh yeah, with the tackle in the end zone. Yeah. I get why you're telling your guy to go down, but don't tackle the guy. You know, Kwesi needs to go, which thank God for that. Yeah, Catalan's very good. No, Catalan's great. Let me spin the karaoke wheel first. How's it going, Jackson from Lone Depot? Nice. And let me spin the karaoke wheel. Yeah, I love that episode. It's one of my top 5. That's in my top 5. I think my favorite one's probably the boy band episode. But, or Cartman Land. No, Cartman Land's my favorite. Cartman Land is my favorite. Mustang Sally's half of song. No, wasn't that? No, not that episode, JP. No, not that one. The one where Jimmy and Timmy are competing in the Special Olympics and Jimmy takes steroids. Meanwhile, Cartman sees there's a cash prize, so he pretends to be stupid. He gets his mom to go along with him and then loses. How's it going, Joe? Appreciate you being around. Yeah, like Smash Basketball Paralympic team? Yep. Yeah, the Y2K episode was great too, yeah. Yeah, Logan Ryan teaming up with Andrew Catalan, which, I mean, that's a good pairing. They have natural chemistry together. They have very natural chemistry together. Spiro and Adam, I would think they're going to do the Browns-Jaguars game. I would think Browns-Jags. Just as there'll be intrigue for the Browns quarterback situation, at least. Yeah, that episode, yep. What is Steph doing right now? Oh, God. I think she's making sure that the Chiefs are good. She's making sure the Chiefs are good. In St. George now? Oh, nice. Yeah, your Rivers skin's cool matchup. Yeah, the Cartoon Wars, oh, that's a good one. With the Manatees, oh, God. Yeah, the Kawhi mess, yeah, Adam Silver's a fraud. Adam Silver, this should have been cleared up by now. Adam Silver has no idea what he's doing. He doesn't want to do anything. He's spineless. Is there a non-league market in America? No, not really. Not really. We got back-to-back donos. Appreciate you done animate. Weekend was good. Yeah, latest video was the first time I mixed both aspects. Yeah, yeah, that was a fun one. That was a really fun one to put together, that last video about Al Michaels. That was a fun one. Yeah, the EDP documentary I watched via Chisel Adonis reaction. Yeah, even after everything, yeah, why do I have a feeling nothing's going to happen? I mean, I have a feeling nothing's going to happen either. I have a feeling nothing's going to happen. Because I'd be like, why waste resources? He's going to die anyway. He's going to die. I'll go and still appreciate you, man. Like, he's on dialysis. He's working 90 hours a week and he has nothing to show for it. He's going to die anyways. And also the county the sheriff didn't even respond to the request, so something tells me nothing's gonna happen, unfortunately. All right, NFL investigates 49ers substation, reveals it's owned by Boris Inc. Okay. Then Little Brown Bear, Caillou, Boris, Kim Possible, Ron, JG9, go watch Jaguars, Bears, and Super Bowl. Jaguars win, causes the apocalypse. I mean, honestly, the Jaguars winning it all would probably cause the apocalypse. So, go to Cubs Pirates September 13th. Have a great time, man. Never been to Wrigley, but it's on my bucket list. One of your friends knows stuff? Oh, wow. I'm going to say bonus rate on that. Probably like a 3 on that one. All good, Clip. Very good on that one. You're good. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Any update of that? No, nothing there. Nothing there. Well, I'll put it this way. It's not going to happen, so I'm not going to bother worrying about it. Yeah, Jag Binge on wait. I appreciate that, Ben. Appreciate that. First thing except up I was Zeus long. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, the YouTubers that were involved. Yeah, Gideon should be in jail. Gideon for enticing a minor like that should be in jail. Yeah, Gideon came out looking like crap in that one, which I'm not surprised by. And all the Predator poachers. Like, it was so sloppy. We knew it at the time, too. It was entrapment. It would be thrown out. Like, EDP got lucky that everyone just wanted to farm it for content. It's like a 2 whistle back to college. Nice. Jags most forgotten team? No, I would say right now. I mean, not for 13 wins. Not for a 13-win season. I think the Titans. I think the Titans are pretty forgotten right now. I would go Tennessee, maybe Arizona. I would say one of those two. I would have said the Jaguars years ago, but not anymore. Not for a 13-win season where they're one of the favorites. Yeah, maybe Keller. Maybe. Hopefully not. Yeah, Jib and JJ Watt, no surprise there because that's the 425 game. No surprise there. Will I go to Orlando to attend one of the games? I might. It depends on the schedule. I don't live anywhere near Jacksonville, so if they make the playoffs, probably. But if not, I mean, I'm probably just going to watch on TV. Would be a cool opportunity, though, like, go to Disney and do all that. How's it going, Dex? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Naruto and Titans. Apparently, from what Nick told me, like 4 fights in 10 minutes. If they'll punish, they don't. They should. They should punish camp fights between two teams. They should do that. Yeah, the Predator Catch Challenge should be banned. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I'm with you on that. They make a mockery out of a serious thing. Ooh, any Pat Vols vids. Ooh, I did some JG vids on Tennessee. I think I did one against New Mexico. So, yeah. I would say the Tennessee-New Mexico vid. Right, who are the Titans and where are the Browns? There, yep. NFL season starting on Wednesday affect the ratings? No. Nope, gonna be just as good. So Wednesday night prime time. Didn't affect the ratings in 2012 when they did it with the Giants-Cowboys game. Thoughts on YouTube's monetization rules? Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I think 8,000 watch hours, honestly, is not a lot. I'll put it this way, from my experience, it took me way longer to get the 1,000 subs than I did the 8,000 watch hours. If it curbs AI content, I'm fine with it. I'm more than fine with it. 8,000 watch hours is not super tough, all things considered. I probably had, I think, like 20,000 watch hours before I got monetized. While replacing Romo, had to happen. Romo, you can't trust him. He's a drunk, and he doesn't prepare. Had to happen. I get you on that one, Keller. Yep, I get you on that one. I put real life. Yeah, I put real life. Well, I got a chance to catch you guys in the Phillies better than the Padres, actually. Yeah, the D-backs have a tough schedule. If we don't sweep the Rockies, we got a tough schedule coming up. Got a tough road trip. Caminelli, head coach job, fact. Easily fact. I'd be shocked if he doesn't get a job. I'm preparing to lose him after this season. I'm preparing to lose him. Point of Camping World being built? Man was around for a while. Camping World was around for a long, long time. I'm not sure what exactly for, but it's been around for a while. Anything else to say? No. No, it's where we'll do Leagues Cup doubleheader. Right, Jags are not forgotten, right. We're not forgotten anymore. I mean, we got a lot of primetime games. The 83, yeah, that was 1983, yep. Yeah, that was huge for you guys, yep. Right, Titans have been declined too. You know, Campanelli is going to be a phenomenal head coach. Like, I'm terrified of losing him. But it means we're doing something right. We haven't lost a coach since we lost Mike Smith to the Falcons in 2008, so. 8,000 watch hour, just 3 NFL streams? I don't know. I don't know on that. But that was like before it was streaming. That was before it was streaming. You equally compare with Tucker? I mean, a part of me is a little bit surprised, and a part of me is not. They don't want to break up the chemistry with every pairing. Just tinker it out with Ian Eagle, who's a concert professional, as is Russ Tucker. Zeba scope for Olsen, I think, is going to go to Prime. They'll try to go after him, but I think he's going to go after Prime. This feels like a Mellencamp song, Michael. Feels like a Mellencamp song. Let me start the clock. Yeah, no, we're a legit contender this year. We are a legit contender, which feels weird to say. I don't think it's going to happen, but we're like a legit contender. You see it takes skin to the queue. This be the last day if you make the call. After Murray decision, do you think JJ's done in Minnesota? No. He's still in a rookie contract, so he's not done yet. Yeah, Murray doesn't play well. It's not like he's got the job on lockdown. Replace Michaels on Prime? I see... Yeah, that's going to be tough. I could see no, not no Eagle. Say Kevin Harlan. I'd say Harlan doing double duty. Yeah, Joe Green, documentary on that one. Ooh, okay. So one more, I would say 1980 Patriots one's pretty good. Worst poaching of all time? Poaching for what? Wait, what poaching? Joe the 2, appreciate you, man. I'll get you on the Raiders game. Joe is better than KB? Not on football. I like Burkhardt better on football. I think Davis is good, but I think it's a little bit overrated on football. Start 2-11 on that, right? Furious Mother. You know, that was nuts, right? There were so many things in that doc. Vikings play Packers week 1. There's so many things in that doc that just flabbergasted me. Like, how he had a girlfriend that just looked past the whole thing. Like, the girlfriend had some screws loose. The therapist situation was nuts. You know, like you see him? Yes, that one, yep. The fact that he was in a room with kids and using that language and the parent had no problem with it. A former receiver DC becoming head coach elsewhere. Oh, that. I would say David Coley. Coley made no sense. Coley was like, wait a sec. You were the passing game coordinator of the worst passing team in football. You were the receivers coach for a team that had no touchdowns. Yeah, Coley never made any sense. Mariners win Super Mario. They had to win a game at some point. That's in Minnesota. That one's in Minnesota. Eberflus like sort of made sense, but yeah, that'd be good, Earl. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, David Coley was a weird one. LB team should have pink jersey. I mean, Mullins would be actually with the Miami Vice. That could work. Matt Short post 99 Browns. Well, Joe Thomas is on there. That's easy. Joe Thomas is on there. I'm going to put Joe Hayden on there. I'm going to put Alex Mack on there. And I'm going to put Myles Garrett on there. You know, the production on that, Mike Plum did a phenomenal job with that doc. The production quality on that's nuts. Yeah, this one feels like a Mellencamp song. Like, I do like this one. Yeah, I'm not missing one, right? Hayden, Garrett, Mack, Thomas. Unless you want to put Phil Dawson on there. Instead of Alex Mack. I'm fine with that. If I'm putting... I'll put Dawson on there. He came English? Yeah, that made no sense. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, Ben. That sucks. Yeah, good work, Summer. Good work. Yeah, I'm not missing anyone, right? That seems like a pretty fair Mount Rushmore for the Browns post 99. Collar gets benched? No, I don't think you're crazy for that. I think he swung the job for now. It doesn't mean he's got it for the whole season. Well, EDP was actually at the first game. And it's crazy because he was at the first game. It is nuts. How's it going, Detroit? Yeah, that prom was incredible. Yeah, that was great. Yankees, Red Sox, with just everyone on the call makes sense with Fox, yeah. Right, Garen and Thomas have to be on there. Well, it really is crazy how much he fell. Like first Super Bowl he was at, had the money to go and get good seats. Second one he's watching in a room with just an air mattress. Like, he didn't look that happy. Like, he really did not look that happy. He probably had memories of going to the game 7 years ago and was like, you know, this is like how things have changed. I didn't like how it told you how to feel. I mean, did it really tell you how to feel? I mean, he's a child predator. Not really sure it really told you how to feel. Like, it just presented the facts instead of botched everything was. How bold put Williams over 11? Not that bold. Not that bold. View out Muscles Richardson. We get the win for preseason. I have no clue. I could not care less about preseason wins or losses. I'll just be honest. Preseason wins or losses, I could not care less about that. I would guess. I would say the Colts probably played a few more starters, so it's a Colts win. But any other bright spot players? I mean, like flashes. Like Phil Dawson was a good player. I mean, Derek Anderson had a Pro Bowl season. Jerome Harrison had that one good game at running back. Josh Cribbs was electric at times. Like, they had flashes. You leave it to him to screw it up. Yep, and then Gideon to screw it up again, too. It could be Dexy, yeah, it could be. Like, it didn't, like, glorify anything. Like, that's what I liked about the doc. It didn't glorify anything. Who's the next one needs to cover a big doc? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know on that. I mean, Colleen Ballinger would be interesting. Colleen Ballinger with the toxic gossip train. She would never allow it, though. She's not desperate enough. Staying in a quick break, nice. Seahawks, Packers, and Niners. Rams officials score. The Packers don't blow the lead. Seahawks blow out the Packers, and the Rams beat the Niners. Nothing would change. Most surprising back? I like Tootin a lot. I think Tootin's going to surprise some people. Oh, I think so. I think he was. I mean, he was an alum of the school. Got UCF to an undefeated season. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a good call, Ben. Yeah, the Browns and Lions went undefeated, and they lost their preseason game, so. Yeah, this is like a hair metal song. Yeah, Dennis Northcutt, Quincy Morgan. Yeah, no, we had Northcutt, and he stuck with us. Kellen Moore's a good pairing. Fox lose the NFL rights? No. They're going to lose everything else, but they're going to keep the NFL. They're going to try their best to keep the NFL. That's why they're going to lose everything else. Well, that's good, Dexy. Just to learn to catch a football now. Worse than 41-6? No, it's not worse than 41-6, but it's a blowout. Just to learn to catch a football now. Right, Rams probably don't blow them out as much, but yeah. Kellen's a junior, some good ones too. Yeah, Mike Clem's a very good director. Oh man, the production quality was great. I thought at first it was AI that he was using for the recreations. I didn't realize like that was actual acting. I'm like, wow, that was really good. Oh, you know, insane stuff, Ryan. Yep. Everything else, yep. I mean, MLB, World Cup, they're gonna lose that. Who has World Series next? NBC. Thoughts on the schedule reveal? Yeah, joke. Adam Silver's a joke. And doing it to appease to Europe, I thought this was an American League. Last time I checked, the NBA is based in the U.S. and Canada. Why are we appeasing Europe with the opening game? And why are we doing it during the Champions League where no one's going to even pay attention? Could be, MCRL, could be. Yeah, both the problems were insane. You've been on roll lately, yep. Next, Eric lose rights. For NFL, none. For MLB, I think MLB Fox will lose it to NBC. NBC merged with Google, I'm going to say fixture on that. Probably be a monopoly. How they're a lot more flat? Yeah, I've noticed that too with American commentators. Although it's not like, not every sport. There's some sports that are very electric. Very electric at times. Include college football? No, not college football. No, football they're going to keep. No, football they keep. Everything else. They know football's a cash cow. They have to keep everything. Yeah, Daddy 05 maybe, yeah. But that was all screwed up. CBS Silver broadcast baseball? Yeah, back in the 90s. Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, the Skittle reveal is a joke. Yeah, Quincy Morgan, the Ballgate receiver, and the Hail Mary. Yep. Oh, yeah. 2 open night games? Yeah, me too. Me too. I sure I would do the same thing. You're not starting a game at 3 o'clock in the afternoon where everyone's at work or at school to appease to Europe when they don't care. Like, this is just, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. This guitar solo at the end is nice, Michael. Chef being real? Yes, he is being real on that one. He is being real on that. Might I'd all feature ESPN2 with the Brett. Would I watch? No, I would not. I would not. I like keeping my brain cells. How to do schedule reveal? 2 games opening night. I mean, the Christmas games are fine. I have no problem with the Christmas games. I wouldn't do a 3 o'clock game. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't do a 3 o'clock game. Alright, Furious Mother throws Fidget Spinner. Alright, here we go. Skip ahead. You know, NBA is number 3 behind baseball and football, yeah. We're opening up a triple header for NHL, the chance to play till game 2, but that's not terrible, at least. At least that's not, like, the worst compared to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Fox NBC will split? No, they tried that back in the 90s. It didn't work. Didn't work. You know, so we're trying to copy the World Cup, but the World Cup, I mean, that makes more sense, though, because you're trying to appease to the countries playing in the game, which aren't weird time zones, and also, you don't want to play 2 games at the same time. It could be anime, yeah, it could be. Yeah, the 2 Caillou's Balmas. Right, Browns fans never right to be PO'd on that one. Yeah, that was a... It was the right call, but you gotta be suitor on that one. Right, NHL surrender weekday games, but not opening day. I mean, opening day is nuts. I mean, do like some random weekday games, I get it for certain things, but not opening night. NBA or NFL festive slate better? NFL. Easily NFL. NFL slate is miles better. I think the NBA knows that. That's why they're doing Spurs Knicks as the first game. Pac-12 getting so excited for. I mean, Gonzaga, San Diego State's gonna be fun. Be good on Christmas. Yeah, it was. Look, the NFL viewership was crazy last year. It was like 20 million, 25 million last year with no one at quarterback that you could recognize. So yeah, no, it's gonna be great this year. You know, look, the NFL can play any day, any time, and they get viewers no matter what. That means the NBA can do the same thing, not realizing that they're not the NFL. NBC and CBS alternate World Series, so it's obviously fixture. I think just gonna be NBC. They're gonna keep it on one network. 27-20 season begins at 7 a.m. for China fans. I could see that actually. You know, don't give me any ideas. So William wants wild cherry instead of normal cherry, but he's still eating it. He's still eating the food. Well, now 5 o'clock's fine. How much more the Dodgers have to be the Dodgers until they're more hated than the Yankees? They already are. They already are. College football would be awesome. Yeah, well, college football, I mean, that's all day. College football's fun. I mean, why he's still eating the thing if he doesn't want it? Your lack of being thankfulest? Fitz, Aeneas, Pat, Pete, and Anquan. Well, that's close, yeah. I would go Warner over Pat Pete, but that's close. That'd be cool for football gaming. That'd be cool. See CBS Game Zone. I mean, TBS I don't think does a great job, so wouldn't hate that. Oh, Violet's put her foot down. Violet's putting her foot down. Stephen New Hope? Yeah, I have, yeah. Yeah, I have. He just put it on... Wait, he doesn't like it so much that he put it on his hair? That doesn't make sense. A triple? I have not seen that. Why did he dump it on his head? Why did he dump it? Yeah, I have no problem with that, Steven. Yep. League 2, I'm going to go Bristol. I'm going Bristol to win League 2. Why are the Yankees in the nice hate like the Dodgers? Because the Yankees, they drafted well. The Yankees, I mean, they were hated, but they drafted those guys. They didn't just buy everyone. It's very different. The Yankees, the core of the Yankees, they drafted. The Dodgers, they didn't draft anyone. Like, they're just buying everyone. Yeah, Atlanta, Pittsburgh is the league. I'm a bit surprised with that. I thought it would be Bears, but I don't get spare. Oh, boy. I went out Jackson. No, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Well, it's not like Derek Jeter was a Royal, and then they traded, or they signed him in free agency for $1 billion. Not being nice. Oh, boy. There's no goodbye. Fiction. But it's getting closer. Tranmere, I'm going to say 15th. I'm going 15th. Yeah, in fact, you can trade 6 weeks before the playoffs. It's nuts, yeah. Yeah, Dodgers have a super team. I mean, the Dodgers' second rotation, their 6 through 10 pitchers, it's a better rotation than half the teams in baseball. Beginning Bears, Panthers, an hour away from Charlotte. Makes sense, yep. Yep. I was like 90 minutes from Charlotte at High Point, and we got all the Panthers games. Angels fire Maddox. He's a scapegoat. Max is a scapegoat. He's a good pitching coach. Max is a complete scapegoat for the Angels' issues. He's not the problem. If they won against the Astros, they wouldn't have been so aggressive. I think that the D-backs series, where they got swept by the D-backs, they would have. That's what started the aggression. Appreciate you, Ben, on that one. Yep. I mean, when the Dodgers got swept by the D-backs, that was the problem. Because then they just started spending like crazy. Preseason break their total viewership? No, there's not as many national games as before, so I'm going to say no. Also, a lot of stars don't play anymore in preseason because of joint practices. You jerk, yeah. You're going to get it. There we go. You ever get to 6, that's a shot. Yeah, potentially. I mean, the D-backs won the season series, so it's possible. They draft and trade them, so they draft well, but I'm talking about players like Kiki Hernandez and Taylor and Muncy. Okay, but those aren't the reasons they win. Tremor Stream, probably not. Probably not. It'd be tough. Probably not. Zach with the 2 are around to grind at the Grammys. All right. Right, the Reds, we knew they were frauds. We knew the Reds were just not going to have a chance in that one. 2 teams from last year's AL still to be out of the playoffs is your fact. Blue Jays are out, and the Mariners, I just don't trust them. Matthew with a 20. Woo! Which game do you guys want? I'll get you the call for it. Which game do you guys want? Oh, man. All right. Trade deadline edition. Oh, boy. Can we take a 3? Yeah, I think we can. With the way Fod and E-Rod are pitching, I don't see what we can. All right. Which game do you guys want? I'll get you the call for it. I think they did a pretty good job getting Calipari. I'm Corral. I think it did a very good job getting Calipari. Packers Steelers are perfect. Oh, that's crazy, Jonathan. With no breaks. Yeah, Giants would be a 4-man booth. I mean, preseason, that's fine. I mean, preseason, they don't call the games. It's they call a little bit and then they just interviews. You know, I think they should hire Maddox. Yeah, I think Maddox is a good pitching coach. He's just being unfairly scapegoated by the Angels because the Angels are clueless. Few games with the sky, nice. Why did you just collapse in the pool? How's it going, Andrew? I appreciate you being here, man. I'd say real numbers on the board. Nope, they're not. 15 is the closest thing to a real number. That's good. Why'd he even fall down the pool in the first place? How do you lose his balance like that? Third CBX wildcard my pick, Padres. But if Dodgers play D-backs in the wildcard, Dodgers in 3. Oh, it's not a hot take, Zach. That's not a hot take at all. I remember that one. Yeah, that actually was not like... I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I remember that for the Jaguars-Eagles game. I remember that in 2018. Yeah, Love's going to start Thursday. Probably like a drive. Oh, yeah, the WAV versus No Brom was great. Oh, God, that was great. That's good, Jonathan. Right, when they had KD, yeah. That's a good comparison. That's a good one. I get you on that one, Ben. Showtime Lakers, again, they drafted their guys. A lot of those guys were drafted or traded for. It wasn't like they could outbid everyone. And Chicago on the tour. Ooh, new book trailer. All right, we'll do that. Yeah, rest so much to a ramp up. Oh, yeah, we got a new video dropping tomorrow. It's going to come out today, but I just RLS got the best of me on that one. So, we got a new video dropping on JG9 tomorrow. So, I'll have another one coming a little bit later on a dumb decision from last season that I never got a chance to get to. No, it's very different. The Dodgers buying guys, and it's very, very different. Like, they have such a huge advantage compared to everyone else. It's very different. All right, let's do Ariana Grande Grammys 2020. All right, then we'll do the book trailer. Yep, College Wrestling. Yep, High Point Liberty open up the season at midnight. I love it. I don't think we can do the game just because it's right for Sunday Night Football. Mo's found back. I have never had Mo's in my life. I'm not a... Cecil JG9. Oh, we're back to normal. Everything's back to normal. I have to figure out how you can hype videos again. Like, other than... But everything's good to go. Everything's good to go again on JG9. I got everything complete control at this point. This is from Michigan, Nebraska last year. How's it going, JX? Murray being named the starter. Not surprised with that at all. As soon as they signed him, you had a feeling he was going to be the starter. I'm just glad O'Connell did it now and just didn't let it linger on and create tension. He was like, okay, if he's our starter, let's move on. Yeah, McCarthy had sounded like a good pick at this point. How do you trade the Dodgers trade prospects? They drafted player. They had the best farm system. How do we know that? What Dodger prospects have turned out to be good? Like the Dodger prospects, some of them, like, they inflate their farm system. You're telling me a 27-year-old pitcher is a top 100 prospect? Like, something's fishy there. Something's fishy. We could do that, Banjo, yep. Some else don't work? Oh, man. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, the orchestration on this, Zach, is great. Oh, I haven't seen it, Jenna. I've not seen that one. So here's what happens, Drake. Here's what happens. The Dodgers draft guys. They have money. Other teams know they can't spend that money, so they'll trade for prospects, and the cycle continues. Well, these prospects... Like, you really think the Dodgers have 8 top 100 prospects? Like, a 27-year-old pitcher? You're just like 27. You're not in the league by 27. You're probably never making it. Yeah, but he was on the prospect list. Mose used to become another trash man. Pizza Hut's Domino's personal pizza, Detroit style, August 31st. Ooh, Detroit style cardboard. Salvador, I can say Salvador winning it, yeah. Mr. Last Grammys? Really? The orchestration on this is great. I'll go on that one, JX. Yep. Almost done. Almost done. Yep, summer class has been there. I know the feeling. John Smith fleeced for the Yankees, yes. I've never even heard of OTB. I've never heard of that on the border. I mean, her live performances are great. I feel like they're salmon and pasta, nice. Love me some good pasta. You know, I've never had on the border. The one right now, there's a place in Arizona. Salad and Go is closing in all their spots in Arizona. That people are like ticked off about. I think Dutch Bros is buying it. Yanks farm system, yep. Biggest NFL player, what if? Trace McSorley? No, he's not the biggest what if. Not at all. Biggest what if is Greg Cook. Greg Cook is the biggest what if. Wait, we're going to have Tom McCarthy, Robert Turbin? Wait, Robert Turbin is announcing now? Oh, jeez. Tom McCarthy sucks. Don't a festival? No, I'm not a festival guy. Nope. Wait, since when does Robert Turbin do announcing? Oh, crap. That's a crap pairing. That's literally the worst pairing. Oh, Jesus. Yep. Halloran just tweeted out. Now that's legit. Man, well, that sucks. Has Robert Turbin ever announced? Oh no, it makes no sense, Dex. So, yeah. Yeah, Robert Turbin, the former Seahawks announcer. Or former Seahawks running back. Song's the best we so yeah. If Ferraris didn't follow the Packers, yeah, if he went to the Niners, yeah, a lot would change. How's it going, CJ? Who's that pair announced for? Jaguars, Browns. So, yippee. Boycotting for 6 years. Man, don't blame her. Yeah, the week 1 Jags run is going to be... And worse than Myers agree if they were together? I wouldn't go that far, but... Yeah, week 1 Jags ran. Oh, boy. Tom McCarthy, my favorite. And Robert Turbin. I am freaking terrified. Student for CBS Sports Sarah. Ooh, okay. So there's some experience, at least. Well, they announced Romo was out, but he's still on leave. They're not going to bring him back. There's no way back. JJ Watt's going to kill it. JJ Watt is going to absolutely kill it. And they have a chance to get rid of $72 million. They're going to do it. And the acapella transition of Thank You Next is great. What are we talking about? Robert Turbin is doing announcing for the Jaguars game. For week 1. Former Seahawks running back. Can't kick Chesterfield Paris. Nope. Or Paris. Nope. There's a great medley. You know, Raising Cane's like everywhere now and stuff. Take Chick-fil-A any over that? Yeah, that's consistent to most people. They like Chick-fil-A over Raising Cane's. I like Jersey Mike's the best, though. They do. Fox trying to bring Romo. I mean, they have no standards, so I could see it. You want the first pick? Probably Campbell. Want to start again in a Jaguars game? Yeah, I'm not sure. Ross Tucker with Eagle, I think it's a very good pairing. Tucker knows what he's doing. Natural chemistry with Iron Eagle, I think it's going to be a very good pairing. Yeah, Watt I don't think he's going to pair well with Nance. I like Watt a lot, but I don't think he's going to pair well with Nance. I think Nance Nance doesn't really elevate people at this point. Nance doesn't elevate people. Nance does not elevate anyone at this stage in his career. I think the chemistry Watt had with Eagle was undeniable. I'm not sure it's going to be with Nance. I know it's crazy, Dexy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But see this row. I could see working on settlement. Yeah, I could see that. Thoughts on? Yeah, no, the W's a mess toasted right now. I'll put it this way with the coach. I'll put it this way with the coach. You can't say the divisiveness will not win, and then you say, and then you defend the girl that's in white privilege, that's on the opposing team, and don't defend your own player. So, I think Stephanie White needs to go. I think the way she's handled stuff has just been atrocious. What group I think that Boise makes it? I could see New Mexico. I could see that. Yeah, she should be banned from the league for life, Toasted. Like, if you're truly about, like, not dividing people, and you tweet that out during the game, first off, how is she not suspended for tweeting during the game? Like, that's a violation of the rules. And then to tweet that out, and then she's able to play the next game, it's a joke. It's a joke, Toasted. It's an absolute joke. There are actual problems in the country, and that's not a definition of white privilege. It's a joke. It's a joke. But Engelbert's a joke. Yeah, I've never had On the Border, NJ Card fan. 35 minutes after fire? Ooh, alright. Okay, so he does do announcing college football, alright. 11 Bear on America's Funniest Videos. Oh, boy. Alright, let's do the new book trailer. Let's see this, and then we'll do the... Okay, here we go. This just came out. I've not heard that, Toasted. I've not heard that. But, like, why pay attention to him? Why pay attention to him? Yeah, I saw that doc. Yeah, it's crazy, Toasted. That doc was nuts. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, Zach, yeah. I see before hopping on dumpster. All good. You know, the W's a mess, Ben. It's an absolute mess. The officiating sucks in that league. I mean, the fact that Kalen got a technical was ridiculous. Right. I can tell it's all I got on that one. Yep. Yeah, I know how you have a snake in your helmet. I don't know how you don't even recognize the snake in the helmet. The music on this is great, NJ Card fan. The music on this is great. Like, I feel like this one works better than the first trailer. I think this one works way better. It gets the tone across better. No, I don't say... she's not a hypocrite of that. No, she's not a hypocrite because of that. Because there's no women's high school football. So that's very different. Why do you do it? Desperation. Absolute desperation on that one. I never had Jack in the Box MCRL. Never had. No, but very different because there's a women's high school football. So very different. So I wouldn't say she's hypocrite at all on that one. Snake in my helmet. What are you? Pretty much. Snake on the plane. Listen to the announcements week one. They haven't it? No, but I saw the Jaguars beat reporters say that it's going to be McCarthy and Turbin. So, how you vitalize the league? I get rid of Engelbert. That's first off. I actually define my terms. And that would stop half the problems if you just define your terms. Right, for that, no, exactly on that one. Yeah, I'm not a Taco Bell guy. Yeah, rough day for Geno Smith, especially with the picks. Yeah, I don't think Geno's any good at this point. I'd say he has not been good since really second half of 22. Jimmy John's not compete. I mean, that's pretty standard. That's pretty standard, actually. Yeah, EDP, he did it for just because he's such a narcissist, and he got away with it twice, and he thought he could get away with it again, and just to get his side of the story out, and he just craves the attention. Also, because his life's a mess right now. That's why he did it. His life's a mess. I mean, that life, he's working 90 hours a week. There's nothing to show for it. He's in debt, $13,000. He's sleeping on an air mattress with nothing. I know exactly, Andrew Garfield. Yeah, that's where I sit on that one, too. All right, let's do the sports ball vid. Just straight for Rattler. I'm going to say fiction on that. I'm going to go fiction. The best ratings, Spurs-Knicks are the best ratings. Because that's the finals rematch. It's not interfering with the NFL. Spurs-Knicks. Well, I never had respect for him in the first place, Toasted. I never had respect in the first place for him. I said it for a while now about the Predator catchers. I've never had respect for them for a while. Leans toward Watson? It seems that way, yeah. Leans toward Watson. Right, full release is on Thursday, yep. Exactly, Pez, yep. I prefer the smoking barrel uniforms. The Bills' nickel uniforms look terrible. They look absolutely terrible. Yeah, but I had no respect for them to begin with, Toasted, so I didn't lose any respect. I had no respect for any of those guys beforehand, so you can't really lose respect for them if they were at 0 beforehand. Oh, yeah, that one? Oh, yeah, the moist crinkle thumbnail? Oh, yep. No, it should be in state prison. Yeah, ADP should be in prison. And I mean, he admitted to these crimes and it's still within the statute of limitations, so it's nuts. Sauce by AJ Brown, yeah, it's going to be a long season for the Colts. I've not seen the trailer for Primetime yet. I've not seen that one. Least interested to watch? Not really anyone. I mean, the Jets are going to be just pretty boring. Right, no, exactly, Toasted. Yeah, they admit they do it for the content, which is awful. It makes a mockery of, like, a serious thing. If they actually work with, like, the authorities, it's one thing. It's actually one thing if who are not respect for? Gideon. And Skier Gene and the Predator catchers. If you work with the authorities, that's one thing, but they're doing it for content. Bills, you're saying, become the worst modern stadium in the NFL. Define modern, because MetLife sucks. But just the fact that, like, taxpayer money went to that thing is awful. Prison joke now? I bet. Collateral football analysis? Maybe at some point. Yeah, he hasn't reached out to me. If he does, I'd be down. I'd be down. He seems like a good guy. If he's down, I'd do it. No, exactly, Dex. Well, you don't suspend her for the hit. You suspend her for the tweet afterwards. And because that's a violation. Yeah, no, yeah, his friend's in denial. His friend is in complete denial, Toasted. I mean, he only has one friend, though. He only has one friend. Yeah, Levi's, yeah, I've not been impressed with Levi's. Sleeper team that can make the playoff? Arizona. That would not be a bad rule, Drake. I wouldn't hate that one, actually. I wouldn't hate that rule. Yeah, the Bills you send me with all the obstructed views and just the video boards. I mean, the video boards look awful. Gino gets benched for Klobnik? At some point, yes. Fact. At some point. You know, MetLife sucks. Yeah, MetLife sucks. Yeah, did what made it hard for the state to prosecute? Yeah. No, it was entrapment. All good, man. Appreciate you, man. You do agree with his... Which list? The real list or the hate list? Minska tablet sound? That's a joke. That is a joke. Worst team built in the past 2 decades. Yeah, I'm with Trey on the Orioles. Like the whole thing was a failure. I'm with him on that one. Yeah, really wants to go home. There you go, Jason. Yep. That's why I called the timeout right beforehand. Yeah, MetLife, I mean, the turf sucks at that. Yeah, worst team built last 2 decades. Yeah, MetLife is up there. MetLife's definitely up there. How's it going, Robert? I appreciate you being here, man. Squid and Rev, the standalone FBS report YouTube show channel. Yep. Yeah, well, they're moving it to what, Sunday at 7, right? They're doing the show Sunday at 7 now. It was a weird time to do it. Like, it's right in the heart of NFL, so I'm not sure it's gonna, but hopefully it goes well. The hate with some point, all the people there do suck. Nah, not all of them. Every single Red Sox. Oh, no, that's not true. Most shocked, they were awful Rams. Look, there's some stuff I like about it. Look, there's some stuff I like about the Bills stadium. I will say, I love the lamps. I do love the lamps. With each season, I love the lamps. The color of the seats I like. I like the outside. The architecture looks nice in there. But the video boards are small, obstructed views. It doesn't protect the fans from the wind. It doesn't do anything in terms of the location. You know, it makes no sense, such a car fan. That's insane. Yeah, we coddle these people too much. We coddle everyone too much now. Society coddles people now. I don't like it. I will say it was a bit misleading to actually that some of the seats were not obviously available to sell, so they're not going to be sold. But the fact that Bills reps lied, to some people saying, "Oh, it's not going to be an obstructed seat," and it is. Yeah, that sucks. But this way, I've been to State Farm Stadium. I've sat everywhere in that stadium. I've never had an obstructed view. I know exactly what I said. Well, but people criticize it because it gives attention to a person. No, I think it gives. I mean, no one's like glorify. The doc didn't glorify it. It gave attention to how sick he is. Biggest flaw of AT&T? I mean, the windows. Definitely the windows. He has to be a lot more loose? Absolutely. You won't have to babysit as much. Do you have to go over the top? Yeah, but I will say, the video board, they said put a lot of advertisements on it, so if the ads are not there, it's a little bit different. If the ads are not there, it's a fine size. It's not great, but it's a fine size. If the ads aren't blocking it. How's it going, RFK? What is Roman doing rehab? I don't know what he's doing right now. I don't know what he's doing. You know, Link's pretty good. Yeah, from what I can tell, Link's pretty good. Yeah, previous Hardmark never got a chance to go, but it needs to be replaced, but it definitely had like a unique charm to it. Yeah, feel lovely, you hardly feel any wind. Yeah, but the seats are like, they built a roof to protect the fans from the rain, but they didn't take into account the wind. So one side of the stadium just gets pounded by the rain. So the roof doesn't even serve any purpose. No, there's nothing wrong with that, Banjo. That's different. We're talking about tablets. Like being given like iPads. Like connecting with families, that's very different. You have thoughts on that? He should be in jail too. Gideon should be in jail. I have no respect for him. Yeah. I'm with Trey on the Angels on this one too, Matthew. I'm with Trey on the Angels on this one. Like, they finally decided to trade some guys away. Nance's relief doesn't have it to work with Romo anymore. Percent chance, 95%. 95. He doesn't have to babysit anymore. He's actually with someone that's going to put in the prep work, and doesn't have to just rely on catchphrases. How is he not arrested? Because the girl, quote unquote, because Gideon told her to do it, reached out first. So it's not. It's not that. What did Gideon do? Encourage a 15-year-old to talk to EDP. What do you think look better? Dust Storms look way better. They'll keep big QB dome. That'd be nice. Greedy. Wow, please. I appreciate you, Zach, on that one. Because I don't want to say it's not a crime to us, but because it was entrapment. She reached out first. So it's... Look, he botched the whole thing. Botched the entire thing. Saints and Temple Skins bonus rating? I'd say like 6. Okay, at least they're regulated. Okay. But yeah, you give any technology, they're going to get hacked. Any technology going to get hacked. What I liked better? Oh. Yeah. Again, Toaster, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to worry about something that's not going to happen. I'm not going to worry about something that has a 0% chance of happening. You know, even if he's already like 13,000 in debt, he's living on an air mattress, working 9 hours a week, doing dialysis treatment every, like, twice a week. Like, he's screwed as it is. Who wins? I don't know. TCU in over Ohio State going in? 2014? No, Ohio State played their butts off in the Big Ten Championship. If Ohio State did not play well Big Ten Championship, I would have said no. Like, if Ohio State won that one by 3, I would have said TCU, but Ohio State blew the doors off Wisconsin. They belonged in the field. Team that's supposed to be good, do I see flaming out this year? Yeah, abolish the AL with you on that one. Tree. Well, Hansen works with the authorities. He's not entrapment. Hansen's not entrapment. Lost recreation is no longer a bad punishment for me. Just have their tablets. That's crazy. Who's worse? They both suck. They both suck equally. Yeah, Armor should sell the team. I'm with you on that one. At least he finally traded some guys away. Supposed to be good with flaming out. I mean, I don't think Steelers are going to be good this year. And the Chiefs, I'm worried about the Chiefs. The Chiefs, I don't think, are going to be as good as people think they are. Least Ohio State could have won by to get in 24. 4 possessions. Or close to 4 possessions. Yeah, Dome in Cleveland doesn't seem right. Yeah, but they're going to get more concerts, more events. It makes sense. Everyone's going to be a Dome now except for Green Bay and Buffalo. You know, nothing makes sense with the Bills staying with you on that one, J-Oaks. Yeah, I would much rather have the recreation. Gotta stretch the muscles out. What I like about 12-team college football playoff... Wait. I'm confused by that, Zach. I don't know what that means. You know, Hansen came out looking very good in that one, yeah. So he's right. Everything was a joke. They treated it like a joke for content instead of like actually protecting the kids. Well, still we'll get a roof at some point. Still we'll get a roof at some point. No, I'm saying like in 100 years from now, or 50 years from now, everyone will have a roof except for Lambeau and Buffalo. First one, Bobby. Pat's artificial turf issue, they should just go grass. You can go grass, I don't know why they don't. It's a player safety thing. I'll go grass. Chiefs 11-6, yeah, that's too high for me. Way too high for me. I don't see it. Any North team against the Dome is dumb. I mean, financially, it makes sense for year-round events. TCU gets in what happens. Oregon wins Cincinnati. Yeah, Oregon wins Cincinnati. Yeah, but that doesn't change anything, J-Wax, because the problem was never that it was snow. The problem was that the roads were closed. The problem was that the snow blocked the roads. They didn't have the infrastructure. It doesn't change anything. So nothing changes with that. You know, the thing with the Chiefs, yeah, the Emmett Johnson hit, that was nuts. Emmett Johnson getting hit in non-contact like that and no one coming to his defense, like, that's brutal. It's brutal. Oh, I don't think she was trolling him. I think she's sick in the head. Yeah, 35 years of Kennedy Yards. What a ballpark. I went there a couple years ago. It's still as gorgeous now then as it was back then. Oregon was in this year. Bonus ring 2. They're one of the favorites. You anti-Dome until they went to the World Cup, then I caved in. Yeah, no, I'm Dome. I'm Dome all the way. I was anti-Dome when I went to SoFi, and I'm like, yeah, no, Jaguars need a Dome. I'm like, very much. Like, Oregon in that game, Mariota. Mariota was great. Right, seriously, do King Dome and then play open air. Only team to do that? So I go from Dome to open air. Ooh, that's a good question. Go from Dome to open air. Not retractable. Ooh. I think so. That's a great question. One in because he's ugly. And he sucks. No, grass is not... No, I'm with you on that one. Grass is not difficult to maintain. I already said on that one, Bobby. I already said on that one. The first one. Watch your video. Your Kenny Arts is great, yeah. Well, no, how do you not get... Right, exactly, Dex. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Right, Giants can have a dome because of EWR's flight path, yeah. Dome achievements will look like a circus? No, that's not true at all. That's not true in the slightest bit. Right, Twins, right, if we're doing all sports, Twins are a great example, yeah. Twins are a very good example, actually. No, exactly. So paying Buffalo even though the Dome could get a game canceled. Yeah. So, like, you built the same in the same exact spot with taxpayer money. Or you go now, Babby. Yep. You built the same in the same exact spot with taxpayer money with... That doesn't improve the economy there. That doesn't, That doesn't protect the fans. That, it's bad. Gillette, Jordan's largest Jumbotron? I think it is now. Yeah, I think now it does. How accurate are the predictions today? I mean... I would say probably 2. Where baseball teams less likely to make dome than football? Because baseball, you play 81... You could use the same 81 times a year. Football, you need to justify a big purchase for 8 times a year. So you want to get more events to the stadium. Baseball, you already have 81 events plus summer concerts. So I don't have to worry about that. Who did that? Kathy Hochul on that one, Toasted. Bill Stroh in Texas Stadium and roof-wise? Yeah. Joe, give them appreciate you, man. Yeah, Target Field, yeah, it does look brutal in the winter time. Matthew getting the Sonera Circle, let's go. SoFi technically not a dome, yep. But it's covered to some extent. Joe with another one, appreciate you. Deep in a circle. The No Narb getting this one. Highmark getting old? I mean, yeah, it was like 50 plus years old at this point. Yeah, it had to go. Highmark had to go. Yeah, 8 and 9. Yeah, there's no way the Jets are going 8 and 9. There's no way they're going 8 and 9. Jags versus 25. Oh, man. Oh, God, this game. How the heck do we win this game? Oh, I agree, Toasted. Yep, I agree. I agree. I agree. How's it going, Johnson? Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Bills are stuck with that for 30 years now, which is just brutal. Bills new one compared to the old one? Smaller capacity. Everything's a seat instead of bleachers. Some protection from elements, some. Who selects number 1 pick? Cardinals? Man, that schedule's brutal. I would go... Yeah, I go Cardinals. Yeah, like, I don't have a problem with it being open air, just don't make taxpayers pay for it then. If you want to make it private, do whatever you want with it. I don't care. Football statements don't help the economy so much they won't pay 10 a year. Yeah, that's why you have a dome on it. That's why domes help a lot, because you could use it year-round. Topgolf Nissan Stadium? I mean, a lot of stadiums have that, where they put... Where you can, like, golf in it during the off-season. I have no problem with it. It's cool. Was released from the hospital? That's good, Isaac. That's good. Fiction, John. Sorry, I'm going to say fiction on that. Seahawks game? Oh, wait, Chris Myers with worse. Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I'm a tree on this with the Reds. They did nothing. Arenas and domes are very different. The acts you get for stadium shows versus arena shows are very different. And you can host like way more things. Why is everyone they hire turned out to be a nightmare since mid-2000s? Ownership. Woody Johnson sucks. Yeah, arenas are very insane depending on where they are. Yeah, downtown arenas, you can use them like 300 times a year. Biggest draft day controversy doesn't get talked about enough. Oh, man. It doesn't get talked about enough? I mean, I think the fact that Eli and Rivers, it all worked out for both teams in the end. It's kind of like water under the bridge at this point. Right, why does it cover all the fans? Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah, Panthers are playing a Renovate Bank of America. It needs a renovation. It's a concrete jungle right now. Can't be any worse than Engelbert, Toasted. Can't be any worse. Yeah, Dolphins 6-11. That'd be pretty good. That'd be very, very good. Pat Sewell, Gillette. Well, I mean, they own the entire thing. They own the entire Patriot place. They're not moving out anytime soon. They own everything. The Pats have a whole entertainment district. They're not moving out. Bears, I'm saying Illinois. I'm going to go fiction at this point. I think I'm leaning toward Hammond. Yeah, the Padres really went all in on this one. It's gonna be close. Right, Kingdom is still being paid off by taxpayer dollars years after demolition. Yeah, that's brutal. Your dreams are not made of yet. Jeez. The images, the salt mines are real. Oh, God. That image of the buildings in New York. Eli begrudgingly accepts to play for San Diego Rivers plays for the Giants. Ooh. I think neither the Giants nor the Chargers have a ring. Neither of them have a ring. Rocky New Arena? I mean, I've never been to the arena. I've never been there, so I can't say. Pats with the actual bus by the time the Ocean Bend's fiction. No, they own everything. Newell have won a natty at Florida? Yes, I do think so. Newton would have won a natty at Florida. They'd win more time in Florida than Auburn. Yeah, they would have drafted Fitz because the relationship with Dennis Green. It would have worked out either way. Would have worked out either way. Boston, Toronto just tied? Alright. They do it on purpose? No chance. No, they're just this incompetent. Pats go 19-0-7? Yes, in that scenario they do. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Ninja Car Fan. The PSLs are just ridiculous. Right, they're not leaving. Stars Arena, AI slop. Complete AI slop. That's what I think of it. It's AI slop. To an Atlanta? I've heard like no news from Falcons camp, which I guess is good news. 2034 World Cup Sims situation will be a disaster. I mean, they're going to get slave labor to build it, but the Sims themselves will be nice, but fact. Will they play Packers that year? Yeah, probably Packers. Or Cowboys. Right, Z-Backs, 9:40 Eastern time. More probably Utah. Broncos or Raiders? I would say definitely Broncos. No, they're not doing it on purpose. No chance. You know, it doesn't start for another 2 hours. Yeah, the Broncos are funding it at least. You know, I'm with Trey on the D-backs one too. I'm with Trey on what he said with the D-backs. It's like, yeah, they did nothing. Kyler being Minnesota scoreback one, no surprises there. McCarthy has not been good. No surprises in the slightest bit, and at least O'Connell decided to announce it now and just rip the Band-Aid off now. Playing with the Niners in 46 in that scenario, I would say the Packers. I'd say they play the Packers in 46. No, taxpayers should not have to pay for billionaires to build Sims. I'm 100% with you on that one. 100% with you. Yeah, worst coach to win a bowl game is Pruitt. I mean, there are so many bad coaches to win bowl games. EPing fans, they're sick in the head. Anyone that gives money to him is just as bad. You give money for a cameo or pay for EDP, you are sick in the head. Right, that probably helps Keller, yep. How much should you buy an EDP cameo? However much it is, plus 10 times that, so I could donate the money to victims. Need to trade for McCarthy? I mean, I don't know. I mean, they like Beck a lot. They're not competing this year. They like Beck. Fact on that one, Zach. Still lose division on 06 in that scenario. Yeah, Marty Ball. Yeah, they were going to lose to Marty Ball. Yeah, I don't trust the Chargers in the playoffs in Marty Ball. All right, Lollapalooza, here we go. Vikings 10 11 after his release. I'm going to go fiction on that. 426, well, that's still bad. Oh, yeah, the high-rise stadium, that's not going to happen. There's so many issues with that, but it's clearly not going to happen. Yeah, exactly. So Packers finishing last in the North. Look, nothing would shock me in the North. Nothing would shock me with who wins. Nothing would shock me with who comes in last. Last one to go through. Unless it was Kyler being one, and I already got to that. What would I make him do? I'd make him admit to his crimes and turn himself in. Roman getting fired? I could see that. Look, $72 million. You could save it. You could save that money. You could definitely save that money. Use it for way better things. Jonathan with the fire. Appreciate you, man. Mexico Commonwealth? No chance. No chance. Here's why. All USA is to say. If I can see that, yeah. All they have to say. All that has to happen is USA says, Mexico, you can't play any games in the USA. No home games in the USA if you leave. You leave CONCACAF, no home games in the USA. That would nip it in the bud really quickly. Bears same location pack when they opened and said same? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Appreciate Jonathan on that one. Yeah, they're going to keep McCarthy too. Plus, he has 2 years left on his rookie contract. Yeah, JJ, yeah, I think he's a backup, but not a third stringer. I mean, not a starter at this point. Where it has to be a stipulation that's public transit's connected? Yeah, I have no problem with that. Right, makes no sense, right, JJ. Mac Jones, Minnesota, I could see that. I could see that. But I think this needs to be average. Okay, so Tate McRae's like not singing in this. She's just holding the mic out. She's not doing anything. Tate McRae is not doing anything in this performance. Yeah, no. This is a typical Tate McRae performance. No wonder Hughes broke up with her. How many starts does Stein get this year? I'm going to say 3. Yeah, Collar just seems to be average. Yeah, no. She's awful in this. She's not doing anything. I feel ripped off at this performance. I feel ripped off. FC North Group of Death. I don't know about Group of Death, but it's a division where any team can win and any team can come in last. The fact that Penix, yeah, two quarterbacks have been benched for year 3, that's crazy. Yeah, Niners voodoo, yep. Does feel that way. U.S. Soccer Administration made Mexico host games U.S.? Yeah. Why can't they? Best 4-12 team ever? Oh, jeez. Man, I don't know on that one. I don't know on that one. Best 4-12 team ever? Maybe the 12 Eagles, maybe? 2012 Eagles, potentially? Well, this year I don't think they can at this point. Not this year, but they leave for Common Bowl. USSF can just say, no, you can't host games in our country. 30 Falcons are a good pick. Yeah, 30 Falcons are a good pick. Yeah, Richard said the fact he's promoted 3rd string, he's cooked. Wants to Roser play? No, he sucks. He sucks. Yeah, EMF, yeah, it's real. It's real. Texans, yeah, well, yeah, Texans are a good pick too because Watson had that team playing very well before he got hurt. R3 Chargers, yeah. Cowboys make the Super Bowl? Ooh! So here's the thing, Mario. Here's the thing. I've got them in the NFC Championship. I've actually got the Cowboys in the NFC Championship. So, 13 Jags the worst. I mean, they had a stretch where they won 4 out of 5 games. I mean, they were pretty bad. So, here's the thing, Mario. I like Dak Prescott a lot. I thought Schottenheimer coached his butt off last year. Brings it to the UFL fiction. I like the defense. I think Caleb Downs was the best draft pick of the entire first round. Quinnen Williams is a stud. That defensive line really stopped the run second half of last season. Christian Parker is so much better. How's it going, Ricey? So much better than Eberflus. I really have the Cowboys in the NFC Championship. Now, Super Bowl? I mean, the Rams are just so good. But honestly, Cowboys' chances, I would say about 15%. I would go 15%. All good, Joe. Appreciate you, man. You know, at least that's the trust of Saints, Zach. I'm with you on that one. The 05 Packers are a good pick, too. They had a lot of bad luck at that. Yeah, Kyler, I mean, better than JJ, at least. Dexy, better than JJ. All on HK, watching the high school baseball. Nice. Yeah, so I like the Cowboys a lot. This is the most I've liked them. Again, I'm not a Cowboys fan. This is the most I've liked the Cowboys to go all the way. I have the Rams making it, but I have Rams Cowboys in the NFC Championship, and I have Ravens Texans on the AFC side. If I had to pick right now, I go Ravens Texans and Rams Cowboys. That's what I would go with. I like the defensive line a lot for Dallas. I like Quinnen Williams. Yeah, Favre was not good that year. Yeah, he was a turnover machine that year. Well, Schottenheimer, to be fair, like his in-game management skills were actually pretty good last year. His in-game management skills, I was very skeptical and very questionable of him, but his in-game management skills were off the charts last year. Like, he really did not screw up as much as I thought he would. He managed everything pretty well. Really, the only black eye was Eberflus, but obviously, he's gone now. Christian Parker is a heck of a hire. Now, I think Schottenheimer can coach, which I can't believe I'm saying, because I didn't like him as a coordinator at all, but I think he can actually coach. Rams beating the Cowboys. Favorite alternate uniform? I mean, as a Jaguars fan, I gotta go with the Jaguar throwbacks. Which should be the permanents. Alternate, I mean, the Creamsicle Bucks are fine as an alternate. The Seahawks throwbacks are great, but the Broncos alternates are my favorite. The Broncos, the orange, the D logo, I love it. Not saying that about Cowboys NFC Championship unless they make it there. It makes sense. You've been burned too many times. I get you on that one. The WoW League Series on that one. A lot of problems because of Eberflus. Yeah, I think Prescott wins MVP. I think the Cowboys make the playoffs and win the division and make the NFC Championship. I really believe the hype on the Cowboys this year. If there even is hype, I buy it. I 100% buy it. And how's it going, Mario? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here, man. Oh, man. All right, Seahawks, Jaguars. Oh, boy. This is going to be... Yeah. I think we threw like 41 times, and Trevor got pressured 33 times in this game. Like, everything the Jaguars did in the draft was because of this game. Everything they did in the draft was because of this game. Because the Seahawks and the Rams just destroyed us at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, the Raiders are the most 4-12, 4-12 team. I'd say the Jaguars, I mean, they went 4-13, but I'd say the Jaguars 2 years ago was the most 4-13, 4-12, whatever you want to call it. You're really scared we got like nothing going this game. Like, you could tell right away that this is going to be a brutal day. A Dolphins fan, New England. My condolences. My condolences on that one. Can you bother to send the box up for the Sox game? Oh, man. That sucks. There are other methods. Like, I'll say there are other methods. You don't need the box necessarily. There are other ways you could stream the game. And you're in England, so that's east of where I am in the U.S. So you could stream on the eastern side of the world, if that makes sense. Right, they're working on 4-12. That makes sense. Yeah, Boston College will be good this year? No, their athletic department's a mess. No, BC's not going to be good this year. Yeah, like England, yeah. I can see that, Banjo, yeah. The best 6-win team ever, 25 Chiefs? Yeah, I would say so. Because you always thought they had a chance to win. Packers, Rams, and Ravens, Bills. Good picks. No problem with that. You know, Dolphins, I don't think they'll make it to the first round of the playoffs. If the Dolphins make the playoffs, that Heffley's coach of the year if they make the playoffs. I'll just be upfront on that one, Shane. If the Dolphins make the playoffs, Heffley's coach of the year. Yeah, Greg Newsome sucked this game. This game is bringing back bad memories of how big Greg Newsome sucked. I mean, that trade was just a wash for everyone. Tyson Campbell would need to get rid of that contract, but Greg Newsome was just brutal. And the Steelers, I mean, yeah, they should have made the playoffs. I mean, they botched the call in the Chargers-Chiefs game. They botched that call at the very end of that game. They should have made the playoffs that year. That was a blown call. Deliver smart fans. Oof. How Trevor didn't get injured after this game is nuts. Chiefs expected win-loss was 9.5 to 7.5. It's probably higher, too, when they had, probably way higher when they had a healthy Mahomes. You would challenge for the ACL D-backs? Oh, nice. Yeah, I know, I don't know if they do all the games, but I know Justin Martinez was pitching today in a rehab stint for Reno, which, thank God. Martinez was throwing 102, his first rehab start in Reno, like, out of the pen, 102. It was incredible. Try refreshing, Matthew. I think mine's good. Yeah, HN has to have Adrian Peterson 2012 kind of season to do it. Right, well, Dennis Allen also sucked as that coach, J-Wax. That was the other thing, too, with that season. What was the blown call? The field goal. The Chargers-Chiefs field goal. Yeah, referee missed the call in that one. The Chargers should have been penalized on it. Because they lined up illegally. Illegal formation. Yeah, Suck-Up missed the field goal. That missed field goal sent the Chargers to the playoffs instead of the Steelers. But it was a penalty. It should have been a penalty on the Chargers. They lined up illegally. So with a 5-yard penalty, 36-yard try, and Suck-Up probably would bury that. I think the picks are fine on that one, Keller. Broncos, Bills, Rams, Steelers. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Makes sense, Penny. Yep, makes sense. Long season, too. Yeah, Flynn was off the Rivers back on the Packers by early November. Yep. Really, it's like, every highlight of this game is Trevor Lawrence getting sacked. Boston Duke, Toronto, 1 top of the 4th. All right. You know, AJ, look, Andrew Winger, love that man, but man, he is a terrible safety. And that cost us the game right there. Dolphins better than the Jets? I actually agree. Just because I trust the Dolphins at quarterback more than I trust the Jets. I trust them way more, actually. Compared to the Jets, I don't trust Geno. Malik Willis, I thought, was very good in Green Bay the last 2 years. Yeah, those highlights were brutal. Those highlights. But that's why we drafted the way we did, just bulking up offensive line and tight ends. Dolphins are at worst third place team. I don't know about worst, but they're, I like it better than the Jets. Trust Al more than Lamar? Makes sense, yeah. I get that. I get that. Like, I know, like, Lamar has always been, like, I'll believe it when I see it, but I actually believe it with Lamar this year. I think part of it, too, is I trust Jesse Minter as coach. Bo Nix MVP. I'm going Prescott, but I think that's not a bad pick. Where are the MVP odds? Doing a game call while I'm sleeping just to say, no, just this. Just this. We'll do games tomorrow. We'll do 2 soccer games tomorrow. MVP odds. Ooh, Prescott's plus 1,400. Wow. Wow. I would take that. Defensive player of the year. Where's Simmons? Simmons is plus 10,000. Yeah, I'm going to put a flyer on Simmons. I'm going to green treasure with wings 1.5. I'll go 3.5 on that. No, talent-wise, just but they have no quarterback. Yeah. Yeah, Lions beat the Texans 24. Yeah, that was, I mean, all the turnovers. I mean, Bates just played out of his mind that day. I can't believe Prescott's only plus 1,400 odds. I can't believe that. Next MLB stream. Good question. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Because we got preseason coming up this weekend. So we got 2 Leagues Cup games tomorrow. Preseason Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What's May? Plus 800. May's like top 5 in the odds. Dolphins win 6.5. I'll take the under on that one. Yeah, Alan Lamar top 2. Yeah, Mahomes is up there as well. Yeah, May I think it's like plus 800, plus 1,000, something like that. Again, $5 more gets to it this morning. And half of a song is Mustang Sally. Let me put these in. Whereas Nick's, I think it's the same as May. I can link it. Cowboys Seahawks Saturday? I'm not sure. I'll put it this way. I don't know if my friends want to do something that night. If they want to do something, I'm out. If not, I'm in. It just comes down to that. Right, no preseason Sunday. Oh, yeah. What is that, week 2? I think week 2 is that. So maybe Sunday we do a baseball game. Yeah, it all depends on my friends. Changing target rules, no problem with it. No problem with changing the targeting rules. No problem with it. Yeah, Cowboys, it entirely depends on... My friends might be doing something that day. I don't know. If they are, then we'll just do Jaguars Saints, and that's it. If not, we'll do a doubleheader. But Thursday, we'll do Cardinals Raiders, unless we get... Forget my friends do it. Yeah. Well, it depends if they're doing it. I have no idea. It could be a game-time decision. Cowboys Seahawks could be a game-time decision. Obviously, we're doing Jaguars Saints. I already told them if you're doing some, I can't do anything from 1 to 4. Like, Jaguars are playing, I'm out. Like, I'm not doing anything during the Jaguars game, obviously. So, even though we're not playing any of the stars, it's going to suck. But, yeah, if you're betting preseason, first off, call the numbers. Second off, take the Saints. Bet your house on the Saints. Yeah, Terry and Arnold, yeah, I don't even get it. He's wanted for 8 felonies. Why would you want him? He's not even good. Like, it's not like it's a good player. I know innocent until proven guilty, but, like, there's a group chat. Like, he did it. He very clearly did it. This isn't like he said, she said. There's a group chat. Or unless one of the other games gets, like, something crazy in the next, like, 30 minutes. NASCAR Richmond started nice. It's such a distraction, too, with Arnold. Yeah, let me just check for the schedule. Thursday, we're going to do the Cardinals game. 11-6, yeah, I think 11-6 makes sense. Yeah, I think Texans win the division, though. Right, Anderson means nothing a lot of time, although it could work out. Could, like, have workouts. Friday, we'll do a game. I'll do You Make the Call on that one starting tomorrow. Tomorrow and Thursday, You Make the Call to decide Friday. Saturday, we'll do the Jaguars game. And then... maybe Cowboys Seahawks, not sure. Thursday... I think we'll do Raiders against Texans. Friday, we'll do the Jaguars game. Saturday, oh, that's a busy day. Saturday's going to be a big one. I think we'll go Commanders, Lions to start. And then we'll go... Oh, yeah, Saturday could be a busy one. Man, Saturday could be a busy one. Saying? I see the Jets. I see the Jets start from saying. We're all start the entire Jets and Browns management. Thursday OT before the game? Yes. Thursday OT before the game. Thursday we would do OT beforehand. Only teams I know repeating are Seahawks and Steelers. So I don't have the Eagles repeating. I could see the Chargers being the Broncos in that division. And the Jaguars, I don't think they repeat. I think Texans do. Ravens strapless like doing the playoffs. Jags win the division. Absolutely on that. Absolutely. Yeah, Ravens, I think, and Rams will win their divisions. Yep. Texas Open National Championship? Yep. Saying it was top 3, Bulls ring? 2. Not at this point. I mean, look, I'm not crazy about his arm strength. I do think like right now, he's probably going to go top 3, top 5, but a lot can change. A lot can change. Look, Nussmeier, though, was a first-round pick, potentially going into last year. So much for that. That didn't happen. Both the preseason games August 29th. Let me check. August 29th. No, we're doing college football. No. None of the games on August 29th, actually, because it's college football. August 29th, it's going to be college football. So we'll do 2 or 3 games, but it's going to be all college football. We're not doing preseason that day. Just college football. Only top 5 Jets are in top 3? I'd say about like 3 or 4 on that one. Yeah. Alright, go on that one, JP. Yep. No, week 0 is sneaking up on you. Yep. Alright, Shane on that scoreline. Alright on that. Colts from the division? That'd be crazy. What college football games do I have playing August 29th? Probably you make the call. But we're going to do UNC-TCU. That's the first one. We got to do that one. It'll be 12 Eastern time. And then I'm thinking you make the call. No, we'll do... I don't know if they're going to protect their copyright. I don't know if ESPN's going to protect their copyright. We could go Jacksonville State, North Dakota State. On track, yeah, but still a long ways to go, obviously, Keller, on that one. Go Navy? I get you on that one. You go TCU on that one? Yeah, that'll be, yeah. Yeah, I can't root for UNC right now. My guess is they'll do UNC TCU, Jacksonville, North Dakota State, and then Memphis UNLV. That's my guess. That would be what I would think we're doing. That'd be my guess. The timings are weird. No, I don't think so, Corral. No. I don't know why. Why would you be discussing human being? Yeah, it's State Virginia. That's the thing, yeah. Right, yeah, we'll do NDSU, yeah. I don't think we're going to do make the call just because of timing issues with that. Like, everything's pretty spread out and overlaps with each other, so I kind of just have to do there. Yeah, boo UNC bias fan of other team. So we'll do those 3 games, I think, and then week 1 we'll do you make the call. We'll do you make the call for everything week 1. That's a lot of quarterbacks. Sellers needs to prove something. Sellers did not look good last year. Go no college football teams. Yeah, Sellers needs to prove a lot. Belichick does survive the season? I think he's done it for this season. I think the house of cards is crumbling. Week 2, you make a call besides, yeah, they're not making a bowl game. I don't think they're making a bowl game. Week 2, besides Ohio State, Texas, we're obviously doing that. Everything else, yeah, that'd be you make the call. Everything else would be you make the call. Yeah, some people of ours, ESPN limited for free if you have cable. Yep, and I have cable, so that works out very well. Yeah, it's a good duo. I would say, honestly, the D-backs right now with Fott. I think Brandon Fott might be the best pitcher in baseball right now. Brandon Fott's playing out of his mind. The numbers since he got called up from Reno are just ridiculous. But no, they're both consenting adults. Like, Brandon Fott is the best pitcher you've never heard of right now. Brandon Fott He was tipping pitches the first half of the season. He sucked. Brandon Pfaadt was actually brutal. He was tipping pitches. He was awful. His first 13 games, he had a 6 CRA. Since then, he got sent back out to Reno. He got called up after they fixed a mechanical issue with him. And since then, in his 8 starts, his ERA is 1.32. He's been ridiculous. A lot more restricted? Potentially. I don't know how much more restricted, though. Because it's I mean, ABC protects, NBC protects, CBS protects, so Belichick would succeed. I thought, yeah, I actually did. I thought because, if for no other reason, that he could get guys to the pros. He knew what it took to get into the pros, but it didn't work. Font's really good, yeah. I think people forget how good he is. Right, also makes sense too, Jax. Yep. Yeah, Sanchez, look at him now. Yep. Look at him now. Brady was obviously incredible shit on that one. All right. I'm putting these prompts in. Oh, jeez. What if he's still here to watch Little Brown Bear? Just no idea what happens. Trailblazers relocate. I'm going to say, unfortunately, fact, because I think Dundon's a hack of an owner. And Silver's too spineless to do anything. Unfortunately, I'm leaning fact on that. They shouldn't. I don't want them to move. But I think Dundon's too much of a hack of an owner. I hope I'm wrong. I'll get you on that one, Dexy, yeah. After Atlanta fan call plays, it's a heck of a marketing gimmick. I mean, they raised a lot of money for doing it. It's a heck of a gimmick. It's semi-disrespectful, but also very genius. And they're working with the coach, at least. When they move, and when and why. Because Dundon sucks, and he wants a new arena. It's a classic John Fisher playbook. Demand a new stadium/arena. Stop putting money in the team, destroy the funds, make the fans apathetic, and then move the team. It's at $99. $2 at Steelers. Yuri's very young too, yep. Red Sox winning? Ooh. Up in the crotch with a bat on accident call time. What is with the umpiring of this series? After yesterday, too. Oh, why did they move? Oh, why they moved to the city? Kansas City. And what year? And why that year? It's going to take time for the fans to get apathetic. Kansas City is going to try and make a push. I'm going to guess 2035. 2035, I'm guessing. That's what happened yesterday. The scoreboard operators are at fault. If the scoreboard says the wrong number of outs, they're entirely at fault. I had no problem with that ruling. That never should have happened. Chris Creighton, he's on the hot seat this year. If you have a 4th straight losing season, he's out. You basically fiction? Yeah. I don't know about that. Like, the wheels are going to be in motion by that point. That didn't work with the Maloofs. Almost did, though. They almost went to Virginia. It almost did. And they got the arena. To be fair, they did get the arena. Am I surprised that Saints-Ravens scheduled the same day as Brewers-Orioles later in the night? It's not like the biggest thing. Because that game will be over by 4, and then you clear out the parking lot, and the Brewers game will be at 7:30, so it's not the biggest issue. At the same time, that'd be a different story. Problem is that Orioles suck. So if they're out of the race, you can't flex that game out of Sunday Night Baseball. Because if you flex it out, then it interferes with the Ravens game. That would be a problem. Grok 2 to 3 out of 10 for the Blues to move it. Yeah, that's about where I am right now, but I want to see Dunnan with a full season with the Blazers. But he's cutting costs left, right, and center. He has an agenda in mind. Broncos sweep the NFC West? Fiction. Sweep that division? That's tough to do. If he guards the Tigers fan, makes sense. That division, no love lost in that division. Get back to college on Thursday? Nice. Baseball ever get the big market owners on board for revenue sharing? No chance. Nope. Nope. The cat is out of the bag. Chiefs and West, I'd be a bit surprised. I've not been impressed by Chiefs camp so far. Right, exactly, Jonathan. Yep. Fiction Johnson, no. They'll win at least one game. I mean, that's a lot. Yeah, they'll win at least one game. Yeah, Seahawks Broncos Thursday night? Yeah, 8th Amendment violation. Yeah, anything Broncos Thursday night? Boo. Yeah, I can say 2-1. I can see that, Keller. I can see that. The Braves, Jackson. Yep. I mean, as a D-backs fan with our division, I mean, I know who the most evil team in baseball is. Thoughts on camp? I mean, I haven't seen a lot of the camp highlights. I gotta be honest in the World Series. I haven't seen a ton of the camp highlights for those teams, but had some good so far in camp. I saw that route that Brown ran on Gardner today. Fact, Johnster. Fact. Big upset week 1? I mean, I don't know which one it's going to be, but I think week 1 will get an upset. Yeah, week 0 probably not, but week 1, yeah. Well, Rizzo was good for like the first half. Obviously, the second half was not great with him, with all the labor stoppages. But yeah, he got the owners to buy in, and that worked. Yeah, it worked. Malik, well, they gave him $22 million per year. Yeah, he's starting week 1. I get you now, Jackson. Yep. All right. Yeah, updates. I think it got released from the hospital. I think it got released. Yeah, Broncos 11-6. I could see that too. Would Lee be wanted to sit with Roselle? No chance. Nope, no chance. Want to trade their kicker? Ooh. Alright, almost done putting the prompts in. Yeah, a lot of those blue bloods, Jonathan, yep. They have the curse, yep. As a Lions fan, yeah, that makes sense, yep. Oh, jeez. Mahia Lamara. Yeah, as a Raider fan, I get that with Al Davis. I get that. All right. We've got 4 prompts. Oh, no, of course not, Jackson. No, of course not. We got 4 prompts. We're going to start off with Boris owning the substation. Oh, boy. Here we go. The commissioner sits at a conference table surrounded by injury reports. A giant screen displays the words, Niners injury investigation. We have a serious problem. The Niners have suffered an unusually large number of injuries, and we're investigating whether something around Levi's Stadium could be contributing to them. We've checked the turf, and fine. The weight room? Fine. Completely normal. We checked the stadium. Anything? There's a substation right next to it. And that was the funniest thing, especially after he moved the team in the middle of a lawsuit. Yeah, Super Bowl 18. I mean, that was so funny. Literally in the middle of a lawsuit. Bold Paul Tackleby signed? Nice. First I'm using the emote. Let's go. Yeah, Tagliabue, without him, there's no Jaguars in Jacksonville, so very grateful for him for that. You know, let's investigate that substation. They arrive at the substation. It's Boris Inc. Wait, Boris Inc.? Who's Boris? Boris then walks in. I am Boris. We know. No, you don't know, actually. You asked who Boris is. So you don't know. You do not know who Boris is. And I am Boris. You already said that. Yes, because I am Boris, since your other investigator does not know. Do you own the substation? I am Boris. That wasn't the question. It says Boris Inc. Yes, I am Boris. I own the substation. So, Boris Inc. owns the substation. I am Boris, and Boris Inc. is owned by Boris. And who runs the substation? Caillou. Oh, Jesus. No. Caillou? Yes, because I am Boris. I'll get you now, Jonathan. Yep. I should respect them a lot with Saban. Saban did things the right way. They look around the room. Caillou has been running the facility through guesswork. There are crayon drawings taped to the wall. One reads, electricity goes buzz, and do not touch this. Another, underneath it's a note labeled, I touched it. Good grief. Let's see the OSHA inspection records. They open a binder. No lockout, tagout procedures, no training records, no documented hazard assessments, missing protective equipment, and this page is a drawing of my toy dinosaur, Rex. Why is there a dinosaur? I thought dinosaurs were good at electricity. Why? Because they're big? I like Rex. That's not how electricity works. I don't like this job anymore. Boris, you should have tried to frame Doris. Oh, that'd be so funny. Your substation has been operated in an incredibly unsafe manner. I am Boris. Your 4-year-old son appears to have committed numerous OSHA violations. I am Boris. Doesn't know how any of the equipment works. I am Boris. Why did you put Caillou in charge of the substation? Because I am Boris, and I have Boris responsibilities. That doesn't answer the question. As Boris, I had Boris responsibilities. Therefore, because I was busy being Boris, I assigned Caillou to handle the substation. It's a nepotism hire. That's somehow worse. Dad, I don't want to work at the substation anymore. That's child labor. You probably shouldn't be allowed to work. I am Boris. Can I have a different job? No. Why? Because I am Boris. It's not fair. Caillou, you were responsible for a facility that had numerous safety violations. But I didn't know what I was doing. That was the problem. So what happens now? Boris pulls out a piece of paper. You are grounded for 49 million years. Yeah, come with me. You'll be in a world of ocean violations. I love that parody. What? In honor of the 49ers, you are grounded for 49 million years. 49 million? Yep. That's longer than the NFL has existed. I am Boris. That doesn't make it better. Breaking news, the investigation has concluded. Yeah, I need a shot on that one too, yep. Yeah, Boris will arrest for child labor laws, yeah. Thoughts? 7, I don't think the Raiders get 7. But everything else seems pretty reasonable. I think Raiders 7, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot for them first year. The investigation has concluded that the substation next to the same is owned by Boris. Caillou was placed in charge of the facility and has now been grounded as a result for 49 million years. I think, yeah, it's a bit too compact, I think, yeah. Right, depends on Kirk and everything. I just don't think Kirk has a lot left in the tank. Wait, so that's what was going on? Apparently, and his father grounded him for 49 million years. See, who would love the Browns guy? In honor of us. I don't know whether to be honored or concerned. I am Boris. This is Boris Inc. Caillou is grounded till the year 49,000,2026. That is Caillou. I hate electricity now. And I am Boris. Dad, I am Boris. Stop saying that. But I am Boris. Do not define me, my son. No! Beautiful. Next up, Little Brown Bear, Caillou, Boris, Kim Possible, Ron, and JG9 go to watch a Jag Super Bowl. The Jaguars win, and it causes the apocalypse. Here we go. Go Bears! We're going to win because I'm a bear! That's how it works. Yeah, everything's now Boris time. It's not even AD and BC, it's Boris. Before Boris and after Boris. Matt. I want the Jags to win. No, you can't root for the Jaguars. You're supposed to root for the Bears because I said so. I need the Brett Pack graphic up. Wow, I want the Jaguars. I am Boris. I am Caillou's father, and I am Boris. Split with each? Oh, man. Well, they're not going to win all those games. Those 4, I don't think they're going to win all of them. And then to split with each, I mean, Broncos and Chargers are going to be tough to split. I mean, it's not that bold, but I don't have them winning 7. I think 5. I think I'm going to win 5 this year. You said that 3 times. I am Boris. Yeah, I think we established that. I am Boris. Welcome, everyone, to the Super Bowl. I'm very nervous right now. Or the Jags don't know what it is. That is true, RFK. I'm very nervous right now. I'm not nervous because the Bears are going to win. The Jags scored a touchdown. We scored. No! Yay! Stop being happy! You only one for today. Yep, only one for today. Actually, I'm not sure. Depends how the game goes. Depends how the game goes and what time I get back. But we might do another one. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. I'm happy because the Jags are winning. Wow. I am Boris and I'm telling Caillou we should stop making Little Brown Bear angry. But I like the Jaguars. I am Boris. I understand. I will not ground you this time, my son. The Bears get the ball back. Little Bear leaps in his seat. Come on, Bears, do something! They fall short. Clock hits 0. The Jaguars win the Super Bowl. I start crying. They did it. They won. I'm so happy. Congratulations, man. I've never seen someone this happy about football. And I played a high school football game. This is the greatest day of my life. It's everything I've ever wanted. Meanwhile, Little Brown Bear is motionless as his lip begins to tremble. No, we might do no too soon. I'm not sure yet. No. Are you okay? First little gray bear rejects me. Then I failed my art project because the teacher didn't appreciate my booger art. Yeah, 6 I think is fair. Yeah, 6 is fair. First little gray bear rejects me. Then I failed my art project because my teacher didn't like my booger art. Your art project was booger art? It was heartfelt snot! And now the Bears lose the Super Bowl! What is heartfelt snot? What is heartfelt snot? That's it! Uh-oh. I am Boris. No, she was on the prompt. Something is happening. I've had enough! Oh, that doesn't look good. Wait, what's happening? A shockwave erupts. The stadium shakes violently. Everything turns dark. What did you do? I started the apocalypse! You what? Like the fish in SpongeBob. The apocalypse! Why? Because the Bears lost! The shockwave hits. Sirens blast through the city. I think your reactions escalated slightly. Good! That's what I wanted. Across the city, everything's now chaos. We interrupt this Super Bowl broadcast with breaking news. A 4-year-old bear has caused a global catastrophic event following the Bears losing the Super Bowl. They already know it's him? Yeah, apparently. I am Boris. I am surprised. Well, I'm scared. I'm also concerned as Boris. The sky grows darker. A storm cloud forms. The Jaguars won the Super Bowl, but apparently civilization lost. Good! Little Bear, you need to stop this. No! Why not? Because I'm angry about everything! Another shockwave hits. The lights go out. Every screen comes back on at once, displaying the apocalypse. Yeah, that's probably not a good sign. Definitely not. At least the Jaguars won. I get to die happy. Don't remind me! Yeah, Sixers-Lakers, that's a great matchup for Christmas. I have no problem with that. Not surprised, too. Bronny versus Braun, no problem with that. He stomps again. The city's plunged into darkness. Outside the stadium, cars have stopped. Buildings are evacuated. People are running for shelter. I want my mommy! I am Boris. I understand. I want Doris, too. I'm scared. I am Boris. I am also scared. So what's the plan? We have to convince him to calm down. Good luck. No, I'm not calming down. We haven't even asked you anything yet. I already know what you're going to say. What? Little Brown Bear, please stop the apocalypse. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. No! A giant crack of thunder shakes the city. Well, that's it. What? We're doomed. Little Brown Bear looks and sees everything. He folds his arms tighter. The Bears still lost. Yeah, but you destroyed the planet. I know. Can you turn it off? No. I am Boris. I believe that means the apocalypse is continuing. That's what I think so too. Yep. A shockwave erupts. The sky is now black. This is our final broadcast. The apocalypse is now global. The signal cuts out. Yeah, I'm not sure, Dexy, but I do like the Timberwolves do court. I do like that. Well, the Jaguars won, and the world's gonna end. I go out on a high note. Ah! Don't remind me again. They won. Boom. Try turning it off and on again. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, I feel like Dex on that one. Next up, Little Brown Bear, Caillou, Boris, JG9, and Jeff get sucked into the real game hardcore Minecraft. Okay. Here we go. You know for the last one? Oh, we do have the idea. We do have the end. Oh, Disney on Ice, it comes around the same time every year for that one. Yeah, it does on Long Island too. It comes like same time every year. So, makes sense. At least to my fans here, Jags are pretty chill. Jags are very chill. Alright, here we go. A portal opens beneath us. Guys? Why is there a square portal underneath us? I don't want to go into the square thing. I am Boris, and I am falling into the square thing. I am Boris. No, I don't want to go to Minecraft. I hate blocks and pixels and everything. All 5 are sucked through the portal. We enter the Minecraft world. Everything's made of blocks. Well, we're definitely in Minecraft. Yep, this appears to be the actual game world. Why is everything made of blocks? I am Boris. Everything is made of blocks. I am Boris. I don't like this place. Everything is square. Yeah, that's kind of the whole aesthetic. Lemon Bear then notices something nearby. Ooh, I could use one. Ecology session again? Yep, I am Steve. I could use one. Use what? That sheep. Little gray bears. Again, little gray bear. Not brought up. Little gray bear's wool coat got destroyed. And I could get her a new one. How did it get destroyed? Yeah, we need IMC versus I am Boris. I burned it after... I did not tell her to do that, by the way. I just want to make that clear. I did not say to do that. I just want to make that clear. We do at some point, Matthew. Yes, that'll probably be the next one. I just want to make that crystal clear. I did not tell her to do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not tell her to do that. Oh my god. How did it get destroyed? I burned it after I saw her hanging out with little beige bear. Cheating. It's a gardening tool. Yep, it's a rake. Yep. Teaching that in Bible school. Oh my god. Oh my god. She was not in the prompt. That's not what cheating means. Also, considering Little Gray Bear has filed multiple restraining orders against you, I'm not sure this is going to improve your situation. She needs a new coat! Little Brown Bear charges toward the sheep. Wait! Maybe don't attack it! I am Boris. I recommend not attacking the sheep. 11-6 wildcard. That's my prediction. 11-6 wildcard Texans win the division at 12-5. Or 13-4. 13-4 Texans. 11-6 Jaguars. I am Boris. Shut up! I'm getting the wool! He punches the sheep. Bah! The sheep turns around. What are you looking at? The sheep charges. Wait! Sheep aren't supposed to do that! What? Did the sheep just kill Little Brown Bear? Did the sheep just kill him? What? The sheep? I don't think he's gonna call for PETA. I think he's dead. He attacks the sheep, and the sheep retaliates by charging into him. Yeah, literally, Matthew. How's it going, Brody? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here. Oh my god. Well, that happens. Is he dead? Yep. I am Boris. Little Brown Bear has been defeated by a sheep in Minecraft. Rest in pepperoni. I am Boris. That's probably the most Minecraft thing that's happened so far. The sheep walks away and starts eating grass. Yes, fate was chosen. We then continue walking. We have to bring him back. How? I don't know. Thank you, sheep. How's it going, Little Gray Bear? Do not revive him. I am Boris. We need resources. I am Boris. Exactly. First priority getting established. We need wood, food, and shelter. Forget about the bear. And apparently we need to avoid the sheep. The four continue walking. Behind them, little brown bear's body remains motionless in the grass. Will not show up to the funeral. I can't believe we're just leaving him there. He'll respawn eventually. How do you know? It's Minecraft. I am Boris. Minecraft has respawning. I am Boris. So we're just accepting that? Yeah, pretty much. He might not be dead. He might respawn. They go into a village. Hey, a village. Maybe they can help us. I am Boris. We shall investigate the village. I am Boris. Villagers. Do you think they know how to get home? What does that mean? Apparently that's all I have to say. I am Boris. I respect their communication system. I am Boris. Yeah, I have that one. I do have that one, VW. Yep. Broke a one bat. Oh, man. That happens. Yep. I saw one get broken yesterday. There was a bat that flew to third base yesterday. I think it was Tawa that hit it. It might have been Tawa that hit it. Right, it's hardcore, yep. You know, far back in the plains, the sheep wander around. The sun sets. Oh, it's getting dark. Yeah, there's no chicken jockey, apparently. We need shelter now. Why? Why do we need shelter? I mean, why do we need shelter? What kind of a question is that, Caillou? You're grounded. Screw it, I'm going to ground you, Caillou, for 20 million years for asking why we need shelter. Yeah, screw having a place to live. A zombie groans in the distance. Never mind, build the house! I am Boris. I shall punch a tree. I am Boris. Boris punches a tree. It's actually working. I am Boris. Of course it is working. How dare you question me? I am Boris. They rapidly gather wood and construct a crude shelter. Not bad for our first Minecraft night. But what about Little Brown Bear? He'll respawn. It's for the greater good. When? Probably whenever. I don't know. Leave me alone. Cut back to the plains. Little Brown Bear's body is still lying exactly where he fell. Well, it's an emoji Jackson, so. The sheep walks past him. Bah! Oh, this is going to be a long night. So Little Brown Bear is dead. Attacked by a sheep. Oh my god. That was great. Should I be surprised? Probably not. What is this? No. God, no. What? Why would I want this? Maybe like putting in charts. Maybe that. But no. Okay. I don't. Thank you for that, Google. I do not want that. I do not need that. I do not need that. Yeah, we're Blowing Bear for like the 50th time now. Dead of sheep. I just like, you know, like teams hang banners when they win division. I just hang a banner in the apartment. Just hang a banner every time he dies. Like just mark the date, and every time Little Bear dies in a prompt, I just hang a banner. You know, there you go, Matthew. Yep. Rebuild the Dolphins. That's not a bad pick for rebuild. It's not a bad pick for rebuild at all, actually. All right, this is Rob's prompt. Little Gray Bear and what? Wait a sec, Rob. Wait, what? The America's Funniest Home Videos. Yep. Wait a second. Yeah, that was good, Jonathan. What? Rob. An unapologetically girl lesbian bear. Yeah, Google wants to sponsor OT. Yeah, I'm leaning on that one, Dexy. Yeah, I'm leaning that one. I'm leaning that prediction, too. Titans, 500 Colts, 5 wins. Texans, 13-4 Jags, like 12-5, 11-6. Yep. An unapologetically girl lesbian bear. Who hates Little Brown Bear's guts. Again, this is Rob's prompt. This is Rob. This is the email he sent me. Whatever his ChatGPT is doing, it's... Okay. One day she films Little Brown Bear having a meltdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5! There's no 6! Little Gray Bear submits the footage. It becomes an instant hit. And the winner of our $20,000 prize. Yeah, that's the idea for Little Gray Bear in the reboot. Yep. Little Gay Bear. Little Gray Bear! $20,000. And Little Gray Bear's going to be furious. I can use this to install a security system in my home. She filmed me without my permission! I want to sue her for $5! Wait, only $5? My retainer's not even. My retainer's higher than that. I can only count to 5. Mr. Brown Bear, I think we can make this a much bigger lawsuit. How about $10,000? Little Gray Bear hires blue-haired lawyer. ABC also retains blue-haired lawyer. Your Honor, my client has suffered tremendous emotional distress. We demand $10,000. I love if they demand $10,000 because that means Little Gray Bear still gets to keep $10,000. Like, Little Gray Bear won. Like, that shows how bad of a lawyer he is. Like, I would sue for at least $20,000 plus emotional distress. If you even have a case in this one, I mean, you could invasion of privacy, depending on where it was filmed in your house. Yeah, that he actually has a case. Yeah, lesbian Gray Bear. Yep, less than a foot long now. Yep. Yep, text number good this time. Yep. You know, the whole Tulsa thing was just a joke. That was a mess. Like, what kind of a lawyer is he? I would sue for at least Mayor Lesbian hits Little Brown Bear's guts. That's great. Like, so she won $20,000. I would sue for $20,000. Now, if this was a public space, he has no case. A private space, he actually has a case. If this was, like, inside his house, different story. Alabama moving on, all right. I feel like Alabama's not been to the Little League World Series in a bit. I would sue for $20,000, the money won on the show, plus lawsuit, plus emotional distress. You're probably looking at about a $50,000 lawsuit here. It's probably at least a $50,000 lawsuit. $10,000 is a joke. Mr. Brown Bear, do you understand how much $10,000 is? Yeah. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Marlins. Why is everyone winning? The Marlins have won 3 in a row. The Padres won yesterday. The Dodgers won yesterday. The D-backs won yesterday. Everyone's winning. Phillies won yesterday. Like, everyone's winning. It's insane. Everyone is winning right now. Yeah, Skeens not that good this year. Skeens has been slumping this year. Yeah, Pirates are out of it at this point, it feels like. Yeah, that's it. Your Honor, the plaintiff originally instructed Mr. Hunt to sue for $5. Mr. Hunt's increased the demand to $10,000 without his client's informed understanding of the amount. That is completely false. That perhaps you would like to explain this clause stating that the additional $9,995 will be paid directly to you as legal fees? Yeah, that's illegal. That's illegal. Yeah, I was going to say, I've never seen him in the Little World Series, so 99. Good for them. You were attempting to take advantage of your own client's inability to count? Well, when you put it that way, yeah, that's exactly how I intend to put it. I knew this lawsuit was stupid. Judge Harmon turns to the actual legal issue. It was a public place, so no case. The plaintiff has failed to establish a legal basis for damages. Judgment for the defendants. I lost? Yep. Can I appeal? Certainly. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have enough numbers. Mr. Hunt, don't move. Uh-oh. You attempted to manipulate your own client into pursuing a $10,000 claim when he originally authorized only $5, just specifically because you knew he could not count beyond 5. You are hereby held in contempt of court. But, Your Honor, I was just trying to maximize my client's recovery. You're trying to maximize your fee. Precisely. These malls, the mall's charging more rent. How else am I going to get by? Oh, same city? Wow. Did not realize that. Little Gray Bear walks out. I hate you, Little Gray Bear! Yeah, the feeling's mutual. Was he suing? Because Little Gray Bear filmed Little Brown Bear in public and sent it to America's Funniest Home Videos. How much money is that? More than 5. No! Case closed. Mr. Hutz, you will serve jail time for your conduct. Mike Phipps? Oh, man. Yeah, that was the beginning of the end for the Browns. Beginning of the end, because Phipps sucked. He was, they got a first-round pick, and they traded Paul Warfield to get him, and that was really the beginning of the end. It did not work out well, giving up one of the best receivers of all time for a quarterback that did not do anything. Wait a minute. Jail? Yep. Does jail include meals? 3 meals a day. Free meals? They provide as part of your incarceration. Your Honor, I would like to thank the court for this wonderful opportunity. 3 free meals. That is incredible. You just got sentenced to jail, and I'm getting 3 free meals a day. Take that, blue-haired lawyer. This is the best deal I've had since I became a lawyer. Yeah, that's good, Jackson. Yep. You really are an idiot. How many meals? 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a good number of meals. See? My client finally learned something. Mr. Hudd, stop celebrating your jail sentence. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm just excited about the complimentary lunch. Do they have dessert in jail? Keep walking. I'm appealing the sentence if they don't have pie. I love pie. That was good, Rob. That was good. The celebrating the 3 meals a day is great. Oh, you made a uniform for your content? Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, he was not good in that playoff game. Oh, man. All right, last call for anything. Clock's at 0. Last call for anything. Audio, video, chat, GPT, Sporkle quiz, Immaculate Career, What If Sports. Last call. Otherwise, we are going to sign off here. All right, here's the game plan. We are going to be doing Cardinals Raiders on Thursday. The next you make the call will be for the Friday game. Oh, for the second prompt? Oh, wait, hang on. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see. That's the Apocalypse one. Yeah, that, yeah. Okay, we can do, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Hang on. Yeah, we'll lose the gravity bar. Yep. Hang on, give me a second here. Pete Liska, oh, the Eagles quarterback. Oh, jeez. Pete Liska, early 70s. Man. Well, he was the one that threw that circus grab in the Chiefs game in 72. That circus catch. The bicycle kick deflection. One of the craziest plays of all time. It was not that good. Yeah, last night's was fun. I don't think we'll have time to replay it, but yeah, well, I want to hear the audio for this one. Mariners ESPN Plus. All right. Let's hear the audio on this one. It probably took a bit too long to do the WoW versus no. Probably a bit too long, but all right. Let's hear this.
Jaguar 9 looks at the others.
Jaguar 9.
Well, he wipes away another tear.
Here we go. Ben Hawkins. Yep, that was the guy.
Jaguars won. Little brown bear immediately screams. Boom.
Boom.
The screen goes black.
What?
End text on
Wait.
the screen. The Jaguar.
Wait.
Jaguar 9 looks at the others.
We gotta hear that one more time.
Well, he wipes away.
We gotta hear that one more time.
At least the Jaguars won. Little brown bear immediately screams. Boom. The screen goes black.
I don't know what's worse.
Text on screen. The Jaguars won the Super Bowl.
Like
the
an
Bears
owl.
Lost the Super Bowl. Little brown bear destroyed the world.
Boom. When I just hear art, it's like a toilet flushing. It was beautiful. Boom. Yeah, that's the sound the apocalypse makes. Boom. Sounds like a real bear. All right, tomorrow we're gonna be doing Five Nights at Freddy's might be. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing some Leafs Cup games. I don't know which games yet. But it will be, we'll do a doubleheader for Leagues Cup. Tomorrow I'm leaning on, I'm thinking Monterey, Nashville, and then LAFC. I think that might be the best play. Monterey, Nashville. Monterey is doing well for us. So Monterey, and I'm thinking LAFC. Yeah, that probably is the way to go. So that'll be the plan tomorrow. Monterey, Nashville, and then LAFC. Like Ontario. Leagues Cup doubleheader tomorrow. All right. Appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 signing off. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Leagues Cup doubleheader. Starting at, I think, what would that be? 8 o'clock Eastern time? I think 8 o'clock Eastern. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. New video dropping on JG8 and probably JG9 as well. JG8 vid, I mean, the script's done. The clips are in. I just got to record it and do all that. That'll take no time at all. JG9 vid should be out as well. So double upload tomorrow if all goes according to plan. Take care.